What's going on, guys? It's Zach Perna here. Welcome to another episode of the Zach Perna podcast. And today I want to talk about a really cool business tip that's helped me succeed in a couple of businesses. Now, for context, I have had 3 businesses all over 7 figures. I'd love to say that I did that with ease and I didn't make any mistakes and it was all easy done, but it wasn't. I made a lot of mistakes and I did so many things wrong. But there was one thing that I think I managed to do right throughout that whole time. And that's what I want to talk about today. So that one thing is messy action. And I help people with their businesses now. Like, this is what I do in the Social Blueprint is I help fitness coaches grow their businesses and start it. And one thing I have noticed with everyone who has a new business they want to do, could be coaching, could be anything else, is this idea of like perfectionism, thinking it has to be perfect. I don't want to do it until it's perfect. And I did this with Slash Potato, pajama brand, for example. Like, we took so long to get it right. Me and my brother started this brand. We went to this Melbourne fabric place. We went and tried to find the best fabrics ever. We literally drove there back and forth, asked the guy, got it made, did all these things. I got like pants, shorts, women's shorts, 3 kinds of tops, because what if guys want singlets? 3 kinds of tops for girls, because they got to have the same thing too. And we spent hundreds, like maybe 100K leading up to this launch. Never done a business before like that in our life, right? And me and my brother Joel, we just kind of gearing up for this launch. And the first day was great. We did a lot of sales, but what no one saw, I think we did 100K on the first day, but what no one saw, everyone's like, wow, you guys killed it. There was like 100K of stock that didn't sell. There was 100K of stock that was left in the factory that me and Joel looked at each other, we're like, the fuck are we gonna do with this? Like, what are we actually gonna do with this stuff? Because what happened was we tried to perfect it, everything so much that we didn't launch with messy action. We didn't launch with the one thing, the MVP, the minimum viable product that would get the business moving. We launched with what we thought was going to be the perfect outcome. Now, looking back, I genuinely wish we didn't make that mistake. Like, everyone's like, oh, I don't take back anything. I'm like, fuck, I take that shit back. Because if I could go back now, and I'll talk about e-com for a second, and then I'll talk about how it relates to coaching and other avenues. But if I could go back now and go, how would I do that launch again? I would have literally made just the slouch pants, like just the pants, right? Because what would have happened was it would have sold out. And the first impression would have been amazing. This product's so good. This is great, because we spent a lot of time to get the pants right. But what I wouldn't have done was make 6 different tops, 5 different tops, because what happened when we made the tops was there was one little mistake in one of the tops, and long story short, it didn't come out how we wanted. And so we had this product at the market that we had to run with because it was just one type of t-shirt with everything else. It wasn't good. It actually wasn't good because we just slapped it on there because we thought it has to be done. Instead of focusing all on the simple delivery of just like simple pajamas, like one pant, that's it. We should have done that and then launched and then iterated. Whereas I remember feeling like it has to be perfect from the get-go. It's got to be the whole range. It's got to launch it with exactly what we need to do, because the way you think your business is going to go, it doesn't go that way. More often than not, does not go that way, because like, you can't predict the future. You would already be killing it if you could. So what you think's going to happen probably won't happen. And that's what took a while for me to realize. So after that, I learned pretty quickly, and I went, you know what? If I want to make this good, I have to learn from that, and I have to make sure we do messy action, but in MVP, so that like it's not too much on the line. And what that means is doing one thing, focusing on one thing, simplicity, to get the needle moving and to not get stuck thinking about the ideal perfect scenario, which in our case would have been a whole range, tops, pants, shorts, everything. But to go with what you need to do right now, which is the one thing. Get it right, iterate it, and make it better. Don't try and get it perfect from step 1. So let's talk about coaching. If you're an online fitness coach, this will make a lot of sense to you. A lot of guys starting, they want to wait till they're in the best shape possible to start fitness coaching, because they think, oh, I just want to get lean. I've got a show coming up, I want to compete, and then take photos and then get lean, because then everyone's going to see my journey and my physique, and then they're going to want to be coached. And it's like, dude, that's not going to work out like that. Like, what's going to happen is you're probably going to go to do your show, go to post content, feel so bad because you feel like trash, so you don't take any content, and then you got to put one post up at the end of it and no one cares. You could have spent all this 6 months leading up to it, posting, documenting, and getting people keen, but instead you ran with the idea that everyone's going to care at one certain point, therefore I'll launch then. And then when you launch, nothing happens. You wish you could go back and do it all again. So this feeling of never feeling ready, I think it gets everyone. It's definitely got me a lot. Like, I always try and perfect it because I want to have this standard that I want to, hold myself to. But changing my mentality and going, you know what, it doesn't actually have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be as ready as I think it is, because it's never going to be where it like needs to be. Like, my first rendition of the Social Blueprint, the modules, they're not even in the program now, because you make it better. You always make it better. You never launch with your perfect outcome and then it's good to go and you just like chill. You always iterate and make it better. So one thing I see people do really well in the blueprint, the coaches, the ones who are fine to take messy action and go, you know what, this is good enough to go, they get the best results because they're not trying to predict the future. They're just trying to do what they can control and just do one thing at one time. So that's what I'd like you guys to think about is, what is one goal that you want to work on, something you want to achieve, business, personal, professional, something, but you know you're waiting and you're just hanging on to something because you're thinking, oh, I'm just not quite ready yet. And I want you to challenge that belief that you're not quite ready yet and think of one thing that would move the needle forward, like one thing that would make a difference in your goal. It could be posting a piece of content, it could be writing the idea for a piece of content. Even though you haven't got the rest figured out, you have to do that first next step. And there's something that I wanted to go over as well, is that this feeling that you're going to be ready, like that is a myth. Like I don't think you'll ever feel ready, because if you finally feel ready to do the thing, you've waited way too long. Like you've genuinely waited way too long. I think in every endeavor, you should feel kind of like you half don't know what you're doing. And that's the perfect time to start, because when you kind of don't know what you're doing, you got one foot in, I'm comfortable, one foot in, what is going on right now? That's a good place to be, because you will have a fire under you to try and get that shit sorted, and you'll learn more than ever. So don't wait. Like perfectionism, I think, is such a curse. And if anything, it shouldn't be something we wear with pride. Like if someone's like, oh, I'm a perfectionist, I just like to, I like to get it perfect. Like it's a good thing. When people say that to me, I'm like, that's bad though, you know that? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, being a perfectionist, like it's literally procrastination in disguise, is saying I'm waiting until things are good enough because I have a really high standard. It's like, no, you're just lazy and you are scared and you want to wait till you feel more prepared to do the thing. So I'm not saying go in like you don't know what the fuck's going on and just, I'm just launching, hey everyone, I'm launching this thing. Do a bit of both. Obviously, there's a line where you've got to be ready enough, right? But let's be sensible, let's be serious. Are you stretching that because you're scared and you want comfort in knowing, wait, I'm waiting until it's perfect and you're going to procrastinate for another year? Or do you know what you have to do and you know that you can start small and figure it out as you go? So that concept of messy action, I think, is the difference between starting your trajectory off now versus waiting for the world to sort you out and do it for you later, which I can tell you it's not going to happen. So I hope that resonates with some of you guys. I thought it would be a good message to get out there, because I've been through it. I see a lot of people go through it. And I think if this is you and that's your sign to stop fucking waiting and stop procrastinating and just do the thing you have to do, then I'd love you to do this. So identify that one thing that you should do, just one action that you need to take, and literally put in your calendar when you're going to do it, like this week. Could be today, could be tomorrow, but just make sure you just do that, because that's going to be a snowball effect and that's going to trigger more actions. And that is how you get stuff going in motion, is messy action. Know that like this feeling of, I don't really know what's going on, that's cool. Run with that. You need that. You kind of need it. Otherwise, you've waited too long. So don't wait, get that shit done. And if you enjoyed this and it resonated, then tag me on Instagram at Perna and let me know. That'd be great. And if you like this podcast and YouTube channel, 5 stars and subscribe, because I love you guys, and I will see you in the next episode.